3D Archery. Got another box in the mail. Hey everybody, welcome to 3D Archery. Greg here. Alright, another bow in the mail. This time it's from a company called Hunting Door. James Wong contacted me and asked me if I'd be interested. And I was and I wasn't. I've seen the bow. It's a version of the Black Hunter, which tens of thousands of them are out there. But I heard they got better. They changed a lot of things. I have the very first ones made. They don't call theirs the Black Hunter, and I understand why. But he piqued my interest with some things that he said and how they're trying to do it. So I accepted. So let's take a quick look up first at Hunting Door.
Right, Hunting Door Archery is more than just an online site. It's an actual pro shop located in China. So they're not just selling online, they're not the manufacturer just selling them, they're actually teaching people. They're hosting events. It's like the Lancaster Archery of China, right? I'm going to slaughter all this. Their pro shop is located in Zhengzhou, the capital of East Central China's Hainan province. It's one of the largest archery stores in the province, and they do all types of stuff. Now, a big thing to know, it's Hunting Door Archery, but their gear is branded as Top Archery, right? It's the same people. And it's sort of like Lancaster with their Galaxy brand. So Hunting Door is the company and Top Archery are the brands. So, you know, when you see it, don't get confused. Everybody I talk to there, they're great. I write them all the time. I ask them lots of questions and they reply me right back. So that's the company.
As you can see, interesting company. It's more than just a company. It is a store. They work with people, they teach people, they promote archery, and that is why I agreed to do the video. So next thing up, let's look at the bow itself.
All right, everybody, the bow from Hunting Door Archery. First, let's talk about the basics of the bow, right? It's a 60-inch bow. Draw length is 30 inches, and the brace height is 7.5 to 8.5 inches. All right, everybody, let's talk about the different colors you can get it in, because they do offer more than one. You have what I call the Hunter Green. It's the classic color of this bow. Then they have the Green Deluxe, and that is a laminated bow that has an accent layer in it between the two. Comes in natural wood. This fantastic blue, which I would love to have gotten. And then you have the Red Deluxe, and on the Red Deluxe you can see that accent wood between the two much better. And those are your different color options. All right, let's take a quick look at the riser, everybody. So the riser is really nice. They come with this beautiful little medallion there built into the riser. It is a 15-inch riser, used manufactured wood. And that's a big one because that means this baby is going to be stronger, won't warp, and have a less tendency to break. It has a radiused window, which means it's not flat, it's curved, which is good. Less contact area for the arrow. It also has a radius shelf. Again, this is a good thing because less area contacts, the less chance of something going wrong. It also has an improvement on the old one. They have 2 pins now to secure your limbs. So your limbs are not going to shift left or right with those 2 pins on there. And then finally, this riser is cut to center. And what that means, you can use a little bit stiffer arrow than you normally do with one not cut to center. Up next, let's take a quick look at the limbs. The limbs they offer are recurve limbs. One thing they have, which is in your instructions, is this beautiful cutaway showing how they make the limbs. You got a multi-layer composite fiberglass core, the high resilience coating, which I think is probably a carbon, with a layer of maple wood, and then another high layer of the resistance coating, and then finally the fiberglass. All that should equal a very, very solid limb. So when you order them, you can get your limbs in different draw weights. And the draw weights are anywhere from 20 to 50 pounds in 5-pound increments. And you also see right here, they got built-in limb protectors, so you can use those fast flight strings if you so desire. And they have brass limb protectors for the bolts on the limbs itself.
There you have the bow. You can see a couple of the improvements. Right? So the big thing we're going to come up to next is the packages. Now, you can buy the bow by itself. You can buy an intermediate package, or you can buy the advanced package. So let's take a look at those other two packages that you can buy.
What we're going to cover now is the package I got and then the deluxe package, right? The package is a very comprehensive package. You have your riser, duh, your limbs. You have an arm guard, a split finger tab, string silencers, a 16-strand Dacron string. You got a bow stringer. You got shelf and strike plate material. These go on your limbs to help reduce noise. They go up by the tips so the string does not slap the limb itself. Then you have, this is awesome. It is a string wax, super compact. I love that. Then you have, of course, your limb bolts, which I forgot to show you about, and a wrench to mount them. Then you have a recurve bow owner's manual that shows you how to put it together, set it up, and the basics on it. And then you have this, which I like, is a thank you card for being a customer. Now, I spoke of a deluxe package, and I'm telling you, this deluxe package is simply awesome. Here it is right here. This package includes a bow, 12 arrows, an arrow quiver / tube, arm guard, finger tab, stringer, silencers, string wax, limb savers, 1 bow bag, and 6 archery paper targets. That is everything you need. You buy that, you need nothing else. That, my friends, is one awesome starter package.
Pretty cool, right? I'm telling you, that last one, I think that's the greatest thing. Didn't show price. Why? Because prices change, and I don't want to give anybody bad information. So if you want to see the prices, go to huntingdoor.com and you'll be able to find out the prices. So, got her all put together. I took her outside and I shot her, not in the best conditions. So let's take a quick look at my first impressions on this bow. Here it is. First impressions. I'll move in. A lot of wind today. Not as much as yesterday. Yesterday we had 45-mile-an-hour winds. Fit and finish, really good. Yep, nice tight lines. Everything lines up. 15-inch riser. This thing's heavy. This thing got some mass to it, which I like. I'm one of those people that I like a heavier weighted bow. Logic for me is inertia. More of it, more resistant to change. Endless loop. Pretty good. All right. Take some shots and give you some impressions. All right. Makes a little thunk noise. I didn't use the little, what I thought was the shelf or the arrow rest is actually up here. I realized that later. No hand shock, decent speed. I hit about 2 inches up. Easy to draw. Smooth as silk. Easy to hold. Let's take another one. I like it. Maybe some string silencers or something. Get rid of that noise. I didn't play with the brace sight. I don't see a need to. It's shooting good. Little funk noise, but I like it. I really do. I just love that it's so smooth to draw. Easy to hold. It's not fighting me. I got bows that just want to collapse, fighting me the whole way, and not this one. All right, one more. I like it. That's, like I said, the biggest seller to me is smoothness. I can quiet it down, not a big deal for me, but it's so smooth to draw, smooth in the hold. When I do my final little part there, it goes with it. It doesn't fight me. That's what I like. All right, so far, looking good. So now that I've got it set, I'm gonna tune it up a little bit. Maybe add some silencers to it. Right there you have the first impressions are all solid. I wasn't happy with the sound of it. Strange thing about the sound, I'm hearing a thong, thong. For me, on video, it wasn't that. You know, and I'm assuming, which you should never do, it's like you're hearing. My voice sounds very different to me than what it does on camera. Alright, so with that done, I went out and I did a speed check. One thing it's showing, which I'm really happy with, I'm very consistent. There you have it, boys and girls, 150 feet per second average. That's with a 438 grain arrow. I did drop down an arrow, my lighter weight arrows, which are just around 300, and my speeds jumped up to 175. So that is a big gap. So this baby, my lightweight 900s, they can cook. So all that's out of the way, all that's done. It's my favorite time. It's time where rubber meets the road, right? We're going to take this out on a 3D course and let's see how it does. All right, out here at 3D course of Waddell. Yeah, you're not going to see it. The first shot is through some junk. Don't expect the greatest shooting. As you know, shooting on a 3D course is very different than shooting a static target. Don't mind all my gaps, my sight picture, nothing, but see how we do. All right, a little wide right. I think that was me more than anything else. Let's try it again. That was the shot I wanted. First one didn't have my back engaged. And it shows you what happens. A little low. Trying for the center, by the way. I don't even know the distance. Can't be far though. Interesting. A little high. Yeah. 1, 2. I'm only on station 4. Tell you right now, bow's a shooter. This is a damn good bow. All I can say. I really don't have to. I'm going to show you other courses, different challenges I want to put it through. But I'm telling you, the more I shoot it, the more I'll get comfortable with it, the better it's going to get. And I'm already shooting pretty decent now. The hardest thing for me is, for whatever reason, point on's 20 yards. Normally I'm 6 to 8 inches low at 20. And I want to keep doing that, so that's one of the reasons why I'm shooting a little off. So let's try this one. Yep, just a little low. And I put it on the base of the ground, so let me see if I put it at the bottom of the insert. Right in there. Like I said, it's just familiarity. It's all it's going to take for me getting used to doing it and reminding myself at this distance to aim a little higher. Oh, a little right, but that's all right. In my head was mosquito, mosquito, mosquito. Those dang bugs. What? What in the name of Fishkill, New York? I was aiming that little white flower or weed, and I think I hit it. Pretty cool. Moving target. This is going to be interesting because I went to faster arrows, less lead time. I could really get it good. Slower, different gaps. But the biggest challenge isn't any of that. Biggest challenge is going to be activating it because it's made for a right-handed person. So I got to pull it, get back up in line, draw, and shoot before it gets there. Yeah, a little late. Do it a couple more times. But I have no clue. Huh. It went way low. Skaters. I think I collapsed. Yep. All right. So, got to be a few inches high at 24. Let's see if I do it better this time. Boom! All right, figured it out. So, on the down range, arrow should be in the 10. There's the white stripe. I can see the line of the insert. I put my arrow on that line, and that's where I hit. Figuring out my gaps. Doing it in real life wouldn't be the place to do that, but that's why I'm here. Last one was 25. This is 30 yards. Put the arrow. All right. If I go over, it's in the Comeet River. Put it on its back. I'm hoping that's the right gap. And we'll see what happens. I'm guessing at 30 yards, I'm going to probably be 6 inches high would be my guess.
All right, a little low. So this is gonna get dangerous now. I'm gonna try the same thing again. I just think I collapsed. All right, they both went low. But 30, it's more than 6 inches. Don't want to do this. Still low. Very uncomfortable right now. Took 4. About a foot over the target. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with that, but is what it is. Yeah, baby! Where'd it go? I lost sight of it. Low. I don't know. Can't see it. Love that sound. All right, everybody, that was an absolute blast in 3D course. Had a great time with this bow, no issues. So I'm just going to jump right into it, my hits and misses, right? So what's the biggest hit in this? Is the riser. This is the original Black Hunter right here, right? This is one I have, the new one. It's a much beefier riser. There's more to it. You can see, look at the difference in the thicknesses in different areas. And that beefiness is important, right? Because that beefiness, great grip in the original, better grip on this one. A little bigger, fills my hands just a little bit more. And that I really appreciate. Then we come up to the weight. That bigger riser, that beefier riser has more weight into it. And for me, more weight means more inertia. It's less affected by flaws in my form like plucking and things like that. And that really helps, especially when you're not a great archer like myself, right? But the thing that kept telling me over and over, the word that kept coming up in my head every time I shot it was smooth. This bow is smooth. Draw, release, butter. It is awesome. Probably one of the smoothest bows I've ever shot. The other one about these bows is they're so easy to hold. I sat there, I could hold that thing forever and not stress out. It wasn't pulling forward to escape. It wasn't doing all these things. It was content to be where I had it. And the other one is the cost. You can't beat the value on these things. This bow shoots as good, if not better, than $300, $400, $500 bows. Alright? I'll take this bow up against a whole bunch, and I bet you I shoot just as well as they do. And you save yourself a lot of money. And to me, that's important. Now, of the things they do, what I want to touch on is this. This is their wax they gave me. I think this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. The other ones are big and bulky. This is like lipstick. Or chapstick. I don't wear lipstick, so I don't know why I said that. But it's like chapstick size. And it's in your pocket. You don't have to worry about it. You can put it all over the place. This was a great part. Which leads me to the next one, is the packages. You can buy a bow for the experienced person. If you're in between, you want gear and all that, you can get that one. But if you're a brand new beginner, you can get that massive package that has everything you'll ever need. And that's why these bows are the best value in archery today. Right? Those are my hits. Beefier riser, the grip, the weight of them, how smooth they are. They're easy to hold. The cost is fantastic wax, and
those awesome packages. So you're saying, well, wow, Greg, what could the misses be? Really can't think of one. I could not think of a single downside of this bow. There is nothing wrong with it. This bow is fantastic. And you add in that beginner's package, that big one with everything, you can't beat it. You simply can't beat it. You get everything you need. Bow, tab, brace, arrows, arrow holder, right? Silencers, bow case. No, there's no misses. That's it, right? There's nothing but wins. This is a pure win situation for the archer. Boys and girls, if you know somebody that wants to get into archery, buy that package. It is affordable. It is the best value out there, and you get one awesome bow. Right? I love it. I'm going to probably keep shooting mine here and there, but I hope you do. And if you do, I'm telling you, you will be as happy as I am with it. I'd like to thank Joseph and Hunting Door for sending me this fantastic bow. There's the website one last time. I'll give a shout out to them because it's a great bow. Go out, check it out. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next time with an all-new episode of 3D Archery. You know what this calls for, don't you? Rematch. Samick Sage versus the improved Black Hunter. Let's see which one wins. Coming to a theater near you.